It's La Liga and the best bets. And these two boys that I'm joined by today, or with today, is Number Juan, who's having an unbelievable time of it.
I am. It was.
Oh, you are, are you?
I am having a wonderful time. How are you doing, Flash? How are you doing?
I'm so pleased for you. I am so pleased for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And the other part of the deadly duo is Martin Green. Martin, how are you?
Doing good, thanks, Flash. Yeah, doing good. Champions League been okay so far. There was a couple of strange results yesterday, but keeping my head above water.
Okay, and how would you say that La Liga's treating you so far this season?
Ups and downs. Doing okay. Not quite as good as on the Premier League, but it's. I think we're getting into a bit of a groove now. Had a pretty good weekend last time around, so hoping to build up a bit of momentum now.
Yeah, you're not the only one who had a good weekend because Number Juan on sizzle mode. You're fine. You did say that you've got someone in that closet at home that keeps helping you with them picks. I'd keep him in that closet because your picks have been doing good.
He has been complaining, but
He.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So he now.
Oh,
so we've outed him.
He's just a little bit dirty.
Is he?
Yeah. As long as he keeps winning.
Yeah, exactly. So if he loses, you'll have to give it a wash and start again?
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. Rafa, let's have a look at the record that we're talking about for La Liga. The boys are absolutely storming it.
Yeah, it's a shame of Sevilla game last week about that.
Yeah, well, you keep going near Sevilla. But the average price of 201, accuracy over 50%, but profit of 14.8. Now, Rafa, how have they split that? Individual records. Martin G. That's where I like to have things split. Profit of 14.8, 7.4 for you both. Average price 2.1, and I'm going to take a bit of credit for your average price going up because I taught you how to find value.
Yeah, I learned from my 1.40. It was a win, but I've been staying away from those low-hanging fruits. I'm reaching for the sky, baby.
14.8% profit, and we're not even near Christmas. Close to Christmas, but not quite.
You have plans
close.
for Christmas?
Yeah. I have plans.
Good.
But Natalie just picked them up, ripped them up, and then told me I was working. So not a problem at all. Better off working than sitting home and filling myself full of turkey and sausages wrapped in bacon
Eggnog?
and all the... what?
Eggnog?
Eggnog?
Yeah, that thing the Americans drink.
Well, that's Americans. I'm not American.
But it has
No.
alcohol.
I'll have a nice glass of water, thank you very much, with a little splash of ice, or a little touch of ice, and maybe a bit of lemon. Let's crack on. Martin, I'm going to come to you first. Real Sociedad 4.6, draw 4.3, and Barcelona, a tasty-looking 1.75.
Very tasty looking 1.75. Yeah, I mean, they're in deadly form. 1-4 in a row, holding on to their lead at the top of the table. I think they're assuming that Anoeta's a difficult place to visit. Real Sociedad are fourth at the moment, but Barcelona have a very good record there recently. I think they get the job done in this game. They were able to rest a lot of key players during midweek. They still beat Inter 2-1, which I still can't get over. What that says about the quality of Serie A. I mean, this is the team that's top of Serie A, and Barcelona's B team just rolled them over, dominated possession and beat them. But now that means that the likes of Messi, Suarez, Busquets are going to be well rested for this game. I think they're going to have focused on it throughout the week. Stern test of their title credentials, but 1.75, I've got to go for it, and I'm not going to complicate it. Just go for a straight Barca win.
Okay, that's the words from the pupil. Now let's go to the master.
I'm also picking this game. It is very exciting for me. Barcelona playing great. Last game against Inter was fabulous. That kid, Ansu Fati, just entered, scored a goal. I'm very excited for this wonder kid.
Yeah, dream come true for him.
Oh, let's hope
That's
so.
what dreams are made of.
Yeah, he's the youngest goal scorer in Champions League history.
We love that.
That's amazing. Well, my pick for this game, it is Barcelona Asian handicap at minus 0.75 at 1.93. Why I'm choosing this is because there has been 7 games that Real Sociedad doesn't beat Barcelona, and Barcelona is in a streak of 7 wins, winning. They're just on fire. So yeah, I'm picking the Asian handicap of minus 0.75.
Okay, it's time for me to take the master back to school. So at 0.75, for you to get paid out, you've got to win by 2 goals. Is that correct, Martin?
Yeah, if they win by 1 goal, you get a half win.
Exactly. So you might as well have gone Barcelona minus 1.5 because you're expecting them to win by 2 clear goals, and you would have probably got around 2.4.
I'm confident on the 2 goals.
Okay, exactly, that's what I'm saying. So maybe 2.4. Maybe we'll get Martin to have a little look at that when you're talking during the next game. Martin, can you have a look at that? Barcelona minus 1.5, please, on the Asian handicap against Real Sociedad. But while you're doing that, we're going to go to the next game. Atletico Bilbao at 1.74, draw 3.6, and Eibar 5.9, Number Juan.
I'm choosing for this game Atletico Bilbao under 4.5 at 1.91. At home, they have 6 wins this season, Athletic Bilbao, only 1 lost. And remember, at the beginning of the season, they beat the powerful Barcelona. And with that, against Eibar, they have 6 games without losing against Eibar. So that's a pretty impressive record against this team. So I'm expecting Athletic Bilbao to win with not too many goals because at the end of the day, they're still Bilbao.
Okay, so that's Atletico Bilbao. And under 4.5 at 1.91. Martin, did you manage to educate and increase Number Juan's odds for Barcelona?
2.88 you can get if you go for minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap there.
Okay, well, we'll revisit that and see if you actually want that, because the
How about
2.88 is actually what you think the game's going to be, don't you? You think that Barcelona are going to win by 2 clear
How
goals.
is the -1? I feel more comfortable with -1.
Well, why? You think they're going to win by 2, don't you?
But how is the? Okay, let me think about it.
-1. If you're sticking with Unibet, you can get 2.2 on Barcelona -1. So it's a push.
2.2 minus 1. I feel like a car salesman at the moment, Martin. I'm like that. Number One, don't listen. You don't have to buy now. Maybe have a little look, have a little think about it, go home, speak to your little man in the closet, and then come back to me. Anyway, Atletico Bilbao 1.74, draw 3.6, and Eibar 5.9. We've already got Atletico Bilbao and under 4.5 at 1.91. Martin, 1.91, are you duplicating it?
I think I'm just going to stick with a straight Athletic Bilbao win. 1.75. It's obviously not as attractive set of odds, but having said that, Athletic Bilbao's last game went over 4.5 goals, and so did Eibar's last away game, which just would worry me a little bit. If anything, I'd probably go Athletic Bilbao and over 1.5 goals just to if I was getting a bit more value there. But yeah, I think Athletic Bilbao win this battle of the Basque teams, and they've been pretty comfortable at home recently, so I think that was like a good pick.
And would you put Barcelona and Bilbao in a little parlay?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I've put the 2 of them in a parlay actually, along with Getafe and and Celta Vigo. I've gone Celta Vigo, Getafe, Barcelona and Athletic Bilbao all in a parlay, and you can do a couple of them as draw no bets if there's 1 or 2 that you're feeling a little bit less confident in. But yeah, you can get pretty good odds on that, and I've written it up as an article over at Odds Market.
Good, go along and have a little look at that on Odds Market for Martin's La Liga breakdown and parlay. Let's move on then. You've mentioned Getafe at 1.71, draw 3.6, Valladolid 6.3. 1.71 goes in a parlay. Have you found any better value?
Yeah, you can get a little bit more value if you go for the under 4.5 goals as well. You can get 1.8, 1.82 sort of price on that, which I think looks pretty safe. Getafe aren't really the sort of side to blow teams away. They did beat Levante 4-0 in their last home game, but it's rare to see. They are scoring a lot more goals this time around than they did last season. Jose Bordalas has been rotating his forwards to very strong effect. They've got a lot of goals in this team, but they're just as solid defensively as they were last term. They've only conceded twice in their last 6 games. And they're really on form right now, climbing up the table. They're up to 5th, which is where they finished last season. And they're showing that they're no one-hit wonders. They're looking like a good, consistent side. Playing in the Europa League, but I think they've got enough time to recover from that game and go on and beat a Valladolid side that just haven't really been impressive at all this season. Home win for me and under 4.5 goals.
Okay, at 1.82. Number Juan. We've already heard that Martin's going to put Celta Vigo in his 14 parlay. Celta Vigo 1.75, draw 3.8, and Mallorca, who don't travel well, at 5.3.
Mallorca is awful on the road, just awful. Hasn't won this season at all outside their island. But I'm choosing the both teams to score at 2.1. We can see that Mallorca can score goals. The last game of Barcelona, they scored 2.
Yeah, they did.
And Celta Vigo also they're not the most consistent outside the home, but at home they can score goals. And the last game between each other end up at 1-1. So I'm happy with a draw, 1-1, 2-2. I don't care. But as long as both teams to score, but I'm truly expecting Celta Vigo to win.
Yeah, well, I was scared of the draw as well, funnily enough, and I thought that this could be a scoring draw. So both teams to score at 2.1 looks a lot better value than just Celta Vigo 1.75, but we will be cheering it on because of the article that Martin's wrote over at Odds Market with his 14 parlay of Celta Vigo, Getafe, Atletico Bilbao and Real Sociedad against Barcelona, with Barcelona coming out on top. Martin, Espanyol 2.62 draw, 3.48, and Real Betis 2.9. Split these if you dare.
I'm very much edging towards the away team, Real Betis, in this game. Espanyol finished 7th last season, sold their 2 best players. Mario Hermoso went to Atletico Madrid, where he's not exactly setting the world alight, but they miss his presence at the back. And Borja Iglesias up front went to Real Betis. So he's going to be returning to Cornellà El Prat in this game to show the home fans what they're missing. And Real Betis are looking pretty good at the moment. They've won a few on the bounce. They're climbing the table. They're sort of showing the form that we expected to see from them at the start of the season after an ambitious transfer window, whereas Espanyol are just in a tailspin. Absolutely horrible form. I really think they're in relegation danger. Doing well in Europe, but I just don't see them getting many points in the league at the moment. Got a dreadful home record, 1 draw and 6 defeats in their 7 home games this season. And Betis, they've got a lot of quality going forward. I think they'll do well in this game. So I'm going to go for Real Betis, draw no bet, 2.07.
2.07, it looks like a great set of odds because there's no way I'd go near the home side at 2.62. I thought this could well be an Alex classic as well, with maybe Betis running out. Maybe 2-1, 3-1, but Espanyol are not a side that I could trust. Let's go to the last game that we're going to get covered. It's Atletico Madrid, 1.45. Maybe a possible parlay there. Draw, 4.3. Osasuna, 11. Number Juan, how have you found the value?
Okay, Atletico Madrid has been disappointing. There has 4 games without winning, but I truly believe they're going to change their ways on this weekend. Osasuna is not the most consistent game, so I'm expecting Atletico Madrid to win and under 3.5 at 1.85. That's my value for this game.
1.85, so you're looking at maybe a 3-0. I don't fancy the 2-1, to be honest, so... You think that
maybe a 2-0.
Just 2-0?
Yeah, Atletico Madrid hasn't been scoring a lot of goals this season.
Do you not feel as if there's somebody is absolutely going to get whumped by Atletico Madrid? They're going to maybe put them to the sword and have a freakish 5-0 or 6-0, something like that.
This season?
Yes.
At least not after Christmas, maybe.
No, after Christmas.
After Christmas, yes, maybe, probably, because they're looking for a forward. They're looking for a number 9 to bulk up their forward, their attack.
Okay, and how do you think that Diego Costa's done so far?
Awful.
Awful?
Yeah, I think the star player is Morata. He's not injured, Diego Costa?
No, I was just saying overall, since obviously he's gone back, because obviously he went back there and he'd done so well in the Premier League.
Oh, at the beginning he was doing well, but he has been inconsistent these last 2 seasons.
Okay.
I think the star player there is Morata and hopefully for the Atletico Madrid fans, Joao Felix.
Right,
But
yeah, he's
not
done
at the
great,
moment.
Felix. Done absolutely great. Okay, number 1, can you give me a banker out of your selections, please?
Yeah, you guys made me change my mind, but not as much. I'm changing my Real Sociedad versus Barcelona at -1.
Right, okay.
At 2.2, correct?
Okay, so that's Barcelona, -1 at 2.2 will be the selection.
Yes, because if I get a difference of 2 goals, it's going to be a push, correct?
No, if you win by 2 clear goals, you win, number 1. You really.
Okay.
I might have to get your little mate out the closet and get him to sit here. But to be fair, at 7.4 units of profit, you are doing absolutely brilliantly. And if you wanted to, just in front of everyone, will you just sign this contract to say that you're happy to come on for the rest of the season, please?
Yes, I will.
Thank you very much. See,
There it is.
we love that. We love that.
Frame that, take a picture.
Thank you very much. And it's Number Juan's birthday at the weekend as well.
Yes.
So we wish you a very, very
Thank
happy
you.
birthday.
That's
Maybe
awesome.
the man in the closet will make an appearance.
This is my banker.
Yes,
the
right,
Barcelona game
yeah.
is my banker.
Barcelona is your banker. Okay, Martin, have you got a banker for me?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go for Barcelona as well. I think just because they've had the week off to prepare for this game, they're flying at the moment. Messi, Suarez, Griezmann, they could all play together and hurt this Real Sociedad team, who are missing holding midfielder Asia Ilamorendi. So, yeah, I'm going to go for them as well.
Okay, my banker of the weekend is that Number Juan will not buy a drink at his birthday party on Saturday night. So you can leave us, Number Juan, with that big smile.
It's my birthday. You have to buy a drink to me.
Yeah, well, I won't
That's
be
how
there.
it works.
I won't be there. I'll be washing the hair or something.
Yeah.
Okay, but you have a great time though, eh? I bet it's a great one.
Thank you.
All right, listen, you take care. Martin, I will see you tomorrow on Premier League Punters. And Number Juan, in all jest, happy birthday. And I
you
hope you
very
have a
much.
lovely weekend.
Thank you very much, Flash. Have a happy weekend, Martin.
Okay, now if
You
you could
too.
leave. If you could
And have a
leave.
great birthday.
Yeah, and if you could leave now, I could get some like proper tipsters on now, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Thank you very
That's
much.
how it is.
Okay, so that's La Liga wrapped up. Both bankers in the Sociedad and Barcelona game. Barcelona -1 and Barcelona just to win outright.